Hello and welcome again on ClubSpotter. Today I have the pleasure to talk with Jules. Jules is the founder of Klaaks, a French HubSpot agency. Jules, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Yes, hello everyone. Hello Blandine. So I'm Jules. I'm ex-HubSpotter, and since 1 year I'm a freelance partner HubSpot on the Klaaks agency. And I'm very happy to be here at HubSpotter with you.
And so we are. Thanks a lot to be here today. You choose a subject, which is the first one of a long list, I hope, which is a bit about your own career. So your subject is from HubSpot sales to HubSpot partner. First of all, why this subject?
Yeah, because for me it's a very interesting subject not to talk about me, not to talk about my small career. I'm still young, so I can say it. It's more about I'm very lucky to have see both side, the side of HubSpotter, so someone who sell HubSpot, and also the side of someone who implement HubSpot as a partner. So I've got the both side. I've got all the journey about HubSpot user. So when you go to HubSpot to challenge different CRM, HubSpot, Salesforce, Pipedrive. I used to be BDR and also account executive at HubSpot. So I did prospection to find new HubSpot customer. Then I did the closing as account executive. So yeah, I can say I've got like the global view about all the journey of a HubSpot user from the moment when he thinks about HubSpot, the moment when he buy HubSpot, and also the moment when he implement and optimize HubSpot. So for me, it's why it can be a very interesting subject. And also with this global view, I realize that maybe 70% or even more HubSpot users don't use HubSpot at the fully potential.
Just to start, can you tell us a bit about your journey with HubSpot? What was your initial setup? How was it to be a BDR and an AE at a super big company like HubSpot?
Yeah, it was super great. So I joined HubSpot in 2021 as BDR. So I stay 1 year and a half BDR. Were in the Dublin office for the French team, BDR for the corporate segment. So for the big enterprise, it was a bit tough at the moment because 3 years ago, HubSpot wasn't the same HubSpot than today, and it was
Hmm.
more complicated to go to big accounts. So it was very challenging, but also very interesting to be in front of bigger competitor like Marketo or Salesforce, just to say it. And then I move back to France as account executive, this time for the small business. So it was more transactional deal with a smaller account, and also like more, how can I say it? The diversity of the prospect and of the customer was much more uh, different than the corporate account. For the small business in HubSpot, we can find like a lot of different profile. We can find solopreneur, we can find industry, we can find e-commerce in every different site. So like every meeting was different.
Yeah, I can imagine, and I see that also with a hub lead. We have too many different types of customer. So yeah, this is a quite a good journey. How do you decide to quit HubSpot to create your own agency, and why?
Yeah, the why is more personal. I like to travel. I can't travel while working for HubSpot. And also, I was more exciting to talk with prospects about their business, about how HubSpot can help them. And I was very frustrated to the HubSpotting process. I mean, not the HubSpotting process, but when I sold the license to the customer, end of the conversation, and I go to another prospect to sell another license. And also, a lot of people who buy HubSpot go without partner or without onboarding. So for me, there is a market for the HubSpot partner, and also for me was an opportunity to travel and to be digital nomad. So it's why I did the move.
And you did it. So I was thinking about the fact that you were working in a big company with big processes, like kind of super well known processes in terms of sales. Do you reuse it for your own company, or did you find a way to adapt the process that you learn at HubSpot?
Yeah, this is a good question. Um, I'm lucky because when I start to work at HubSpot as BDR, HubSpot use HubSpot, but also it was designed by HubSpot. So I had all the best practice as user. Today I don't use for myself. I mean, I use maybe 1% because I'm freelance. I don't need to have a lot of automatization. I don't need to have multiple user in my CRM. So for me, it's more automatization for save time, but I use a lot for my customer. And it also why people come to me as a partner because I've got all this knowledge of HubSpot partner trained by HubSpot. This is a good point.
So you said that you were using HubSpot not for you, on minority for you, but for your clients. Could you please give us some tips, some how to? And do you use a certain management tool, extension, or something that you think it's like essential to have?
Yeah, exactly. I say I don't use a lot for me because I remember for myself I don't have to share the information. But when there is more than two people inside HubSpot, it's better to have a global view about all the data. So for this, very important is to set up the right wrapper, the right dashboard based on different activity or type of information. For example, one dashboard for the business, one for the activities, one for the marketing, like this to have like a global view. Um, and then also to have like different tools plugged to HubSpot to take all the information from outside HubSpot. For example, Hublead for me is one of the best integration because as you know, LinkedIn is a black box. You don't know what's happened in LinkedIn for your sales, for your marketing. As I told you, I'm alone, so I don't have the obligation to put this on HubSpot because it's my own LinkedIn, it's my own HubSpot, so I've got the full view. But imagine a company with different sales. You don't know if your sales do prospection on LinkedIn. You don't know about the message sent. You don't know about who you target or not. So it's why like good connection, good integration in HubSpot one is very great, but also when the integration is made to have the reporting thanks to this integration. So for me is why like partner are very important for customer because in HubSpot you can do everything. When the data is inside, the only limit is to think about what we can do. And with that experience, it's very time consuming to find the right dashboard, for example, or the right workflow.
Okay, very interesting. So you mentioned like a tool management and mastery. I know that many user lack of a holistic view of HubSpots, and they don't think to explore or develop certain aspects. Um, what would you recommend to help them gain a better overall understanding, as you mentioned?
Yeah, my biggest recommendation is to be curious about HubSpot. There is a lot of different tools inside the product, a lot of different features. There is a big free versions of every hub in HubSpot. Then you can have a first taste about what it can offer you. And also, don't be shy to ask directly your account executive at HubSpot to open you, for example, a free trial if you want to try Marketing Hub Pro, Service Hub Pro, or something else. Like this, you can have like a big overview view about what you can do, what you can't do. And also, if you have a partner, I imagine like every partner will be very happy to help you to maybe do a POC on a trial or something like that. I say it's for HubSpot as a product, but you can also do the same with all the HubSpot ecosystem. For example, if you don't know a lead, do not hesitate to send a message to Blandine. I'm sure, like Blandine, you will be very happy to give a trial or to send good information for all the curious people. Uh, for me, it's also something very interesting because and very good because the HubSpot ecosystem is smart, is a big community, and very easy to access.
Yes, of course. Feel free to contact me if you have any question on Hub Leads. You mentioned the fact that it's super important to have some data on HubSpots, but to me, the more important things is about to analyze the data and how to make it. You talk about workflow, dashboard, and so on. What's for you? What is the best workflow? If you could like only choose one, what would it be?
So yes, a good questions and difficult questions. For me, a good workflow is a workflow who save me time. There's plenty of them. If I can choose only one for now, like the workflows that I made for my own needs, is between the Sales Hub and Service Hub. So I sell my prestation on the transaction. So like this, I can follow my turnover and my revenue. And then when a transaction is close one, automatically the workflow open a ticket, and on the ticket pipeline, I follow all the different steps of the implementation. So I've got step kickoff, then first meeting, implementation, onboarding, training, and end of the prestation. So this workflow helped me to do the link between what I sell and what I implement, and is automatically so I save time.
Okay, definitely a cool one. um, Jules, this is
Yes, Nadine?
the M moment. This is my favorite moment. You know that. And today you prepare a cool anecdote, which is very funny. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna let you start the anecdote.
Yes. So as a HubSpot partner, I can have like a global view on my customer account. Uh, it's also true for super admin. Super admin can see everything inside the CRM. And during one implementation, so we went to a user card inside the CRM. So imagine, Blandine, you are sales inside the CRM, but also you have the blending card inside the CRM. So we were using it to do like some test. And the problem was this person also plug her personal email address to HubSpot. And the first email log inside HubSpot was purchase about womanizer. So was very funny, a bit embarrassing for her, but she were the
I
first
could imagine.
to laugh about it. And yeah, very funny. So be careful about what you log inside HubSpot. Be careful about your personal message. Just to let you know, in HubSpot is a little box, and also in the setting, you can say, okay, I don't want this email address inside my CRM. So a good recommendation is to put your personal address inside this setting. Like this, all your email personal will not go inside the CRM.
Yeah, this is definitely good advice. I can just only imagine the face that the person made, like the moment she realized that she plugged her personal email and not definitely not banned the womanizer company. So yeah, I could imagine. So super cool anecdote, honestly. Um, Shall you give us lots of tips? Could you please give us the three key takeaway for the listener that you
Yeah.
want them to retain?
Yeah, one keyword, be curious. In fact, it's two keywords. Be curious and be curious inside HubSpot about all the different features and tools that you already have in your account. Be curious with HubSpot, so in contact with your CSM or your account executive to know about what you don't have and what you could have. So to ask for a trial, for example. And the last one, be curious with the ecosystem. You can plug a lot of different things with HubSpot. Bleed is the best one for LinkedIn, but you have also a lot of different tools. So yeah, be curious with the ecosystem. Go to the HubSpot marketplace. If you don't find what you want, you go on Google. You type how to connect HubSpot with LinkedIn, for example, and you see all the different results. Like HubSpot is a very, very big ecosystem of partner, of solution. So yes, be curious is the key. And as I said, like when the data is inside HubSpot, you can do what you want with this data. You can cross the data with the revenue. You can cross the data with the traffic on your website. You can do a lot of things. So yeah, be curious.
Definitely, which is a good advice. And more than that, I would say be curious about what you can do with your tool. Just try to find the 70% that is not on the demo, but that you can do definitely, and don't hesitate to test things. So develop your CRM as a car and plug any option that you want because it exists.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good point. Also, there's a lot of new updates about HubSpot products every week. Even me, I can't follow. So yeah, there's a lot of new tools, new features will come every week. This is only inside HubSpot, but it's also true about all the integrations that you can have in HubSpot. So it's going very, very fast. About this, Blondine, I've got a question for you.
Yeah, tell me.
Any beta, any insight you can tell us about maybe new features in a bleed, or it's top secret?
No,
Top secret.
this is not top secret, but subscribe to the newsletter of Bleed, of course, but of ClubSpotter too. We're gonna launch it, and this is a preview, but we're gonna launch it in 1 week. So, if you want to see a recap of the episode, if you want to have the key takeaway just in an email, feel free to subscribe to the ClubSpotters newsletter, and then you're gonna have all the updates about the ClubSpotters episode running on. Thank you very much, Jules. I do think that you give us the final words that you choose already. And also, if I could like give my opinion for your key takeaway, there is one that you didn't say, but don't connect your personal email address to HubSpot. But if you do, no worries. You can block specific domain name and remember that because you could be in a very, very uncomfortable situation then.
Yeah, this some situation you can love, other you can't.
So, Jules, why curiosity, and what does it mean for you as an ex HubSpot sales and as a new HubSpot partner?
Yeah, curiosity. If you are not curious, you will stay with the same setup and continue like that. If you are curious, you can go like to a new world, go inside the rabbit hole. What can I say? And like discover like new tools, connect with HubSpot, new features inside HubSpot. And thanks to this, maybe don't buy something else that HubSpot can already do. Simply. So
Thank you very much, Jules, for being there today, and hope we're gonna see you in another episode of Club Spotter.
yeah, thanks a lot, Brandon, for the invitation. And don't forget to follow ClubSpotter.
Thank you
Ciao.
very much, Jill. Bye.